win this matchup. I don't know how to feel about this. If J-Team, Barry and DY win the matchup against Bruce and Easton, I don't know how Bruce and Easton are going to take that. You know, we lost that matchup. Now they're winning this matchup. My goodness.
They could win both sides in the matchup. That's the crazy thing about it.
What a dominant display from J-Team. Willing to take a previous matchup in the enemy team's favor now against the opponents in Game 3.
Yeah, they're taking a losing matchup. They're just like, okay, we'll take the losing matchup. We know that we're not going to be able to win the bot side, but we'll just win the scaling game. We'll win the scaling game, we'll rotate around. But the thing about J-Team, what we mentioned before in this series, is that Cherry and Pan have been around the bot lane so much in this series.
Right.
And I feel like they're going to do the exact same thing again. Because if they leave Vayne on the island, if they leave Barry by themselves, that means that potentially Cookie will be able to roam down to the bot side this time. And I feel like Cookie's a player that we need to see change. We need to see a more priority towards his bot side, because that's where I feel like the advantage of J-Team and also the weakness of Flash Wolves have been. And okay, it's Bruce on the center again and Bayer again on the Lucian, so doing the same thing. But again, they've changed things up. They've now got Ysera on the Kali, so more backline access. You can try and get onto the Vayne in the backline.
And maybe the last game here for both sides is match point for J-Team. They just have to close out one more game, whereas Flash Wolves need to fight and claw back for 3. And you made the prediction here, 3-0s. One off with the roster Y1. Do we get to see Flash Wolves break that again?
Will they try and get it? But look, again, more trades in this bot. They're just constant fights all the time in this bot side of the map. That's not bad, then. At least we're both as bad as each other.
Flash Wolves making the 4-man attempt in the bottom side. A catch on to Barry as Barry flashes away, still getting taken down. First blood going over to Flash Wolves.
And this is the exact same thing as what I was saying in draft. This is the change that I wanted. I wanted Cookie. I wanted Bayer to rotate down to this bot side. Get Barry behind, because you don't want this Vayne to just free farm. You don't want the Vayne to scale. And I really like this. You know, Cookie going down to the bot side, accelerate this gold lead that they have already.
With the tempo, you go for the Rift Tower instead, whereas the team that wants to scale goes to the Dragon. So J-Team secure the Ocean Drake for themselves. Pan pulls attention away from Flash Wolves.
I like this. I like this. Cookie, again, more proactiveness from Flash Wolves. They want to go in. They want to try and accelerate this gold lead even more. It was 1,500. They're now going to be able to get mid lane tower as well. There we go. First tower of the game. Rift Herald as well. And that's a great thing about Rift Herald. You're able to take down the first tower of the game. That's normally what you do most of the time with Rift Herald. You have the scaling on the other side with the Dragon. But now Flash Wolves, about 2,000 gold leads.
A good job done here by Flash
top
Wolves.
side, they're going to look to rotate to the mid lane. They might even try and catch out Pan here as well. I'm really loving this change from Flash Wolves.
The rest of J-Team very far away, and Pan rooted under turret. He does not have the hourglass. Gets knocked back here by Easton and still alive. Ysera might go down. One more dollar damage out from Pan, but will not be able to get it done. Cherry walks over, and of course, the Nimbus strike for the kill.
Was it the strike or was it smite? I think he might have just smited. They're trying to fight as well. And actually for Flash Wolves, they could look to try and engage here, because Dawn is completely split and Ysera is just there by himself as well. Just zoning Dawn from the rest of the team.
Telling you to try and keep them away, but Cherry gets to start to dive in. Rift Tower goes over to Flash Wolves, and Redemption comes through, dishing out an actual sizable amount of damage. Ysera off by the side as well. Pan looking for this re-entry angle, but they will not find it.
Really well played by Flash Wolves. They realized that Dawn was split up from the rest of the team. They used this Ysera to distract Dawn away from the Rift Herald, and now they're going to move towards this Dragon as well. Flash Wolves look like a completely different team in this third game. The first 2 games was all about J-Team. It's going to take their 5th tower of the game. I think this is more towers than they got in the first 2 games in total. And this is, like I said, this is a whole different Flash Wolves team from what we saw from the first 2 games. And honestly, I'm really liking it. And now they're starting to get some deep vision as well. You know, you see they've got a few wards now in the jungle territory of J-Team. They're pushing on the pressure as well. With only Baron up and available, I don't think they're going to actually risk taking the Baron in our own jungle instead. But you can see where the FX dying is.
Yeah, they got vision. They started up the Baron.
It's half health already. They're going to get it.
Have no idea. It's already down to 4,000. Redemption finally comes down. J-Team have some idea this is going on. Cherry quickly runs into the pit. But he's too far away. The Flash will not be able to get him in pit in time. Flash will sneak away the Baron away from J-Team without them knowing.
They snuck it away. That was perfectly well played by Flash Wolves. They used the vision control.
J-Team will have an impact in these fights, but still. A worrisome situation here for J-Team. You're going to give away the Dragon. No point fighting the Baron empowered Flash Wolves at this point. They just want to keep things going long enough to ensure they have a secured win.
Yep, for sure. That's They're going to look to try and split the map now. They've got one member in the mid, 2 members in the mid lane, sorry, 3 members in the bot side of the map. So try and push use ways like this. Create different sources of pressure around the map. And if you can do this, then J-Team have to decide, okay, do we go to the bot lane or do we go to the mid lane? Instead, they're going to try and look for a fight.
Grabs a picture on
the explosive
Ethan, but a
cast!
huge explosive cast and not bad. J-Team taking down Pan right away, but still looking towards Barry to see if he has the damage to finish off the fight. Ysera dives into the base of J-Team. Barry outputting damage. He's kiting between Flash Wolves, but 5 members stand in his way. Flash Wolves pick up the bot side inhibitor. Now, continuing the fight, Barry gets hit by the exhaust. Trading back, they move on to Bruce. Baya still outputting damage. Cherry gets caught in a bad position. Quickly dashing
Cherry,
into
he's dead!
to take down Cherry. 3 dead on the side of J-Team. Flash
They're gonna try and
find
end.
their chance. They have 5 still left alive. Barry taking damage, taking shots from Flash Wolves. They go on to the next.
They're gonna end
There's
it.
no chance for J-Team to fight back. Flash Wolves will